Most new business owners overbuild to start, specifically software. And here I'm going to talk about how I did this and how I'm avoiding it moving forward. So I think one of the biggest problems if you're new to a software company, starting one, is the tendency to overbuild. And overbuilding is easier to do than you think. And what this means in reality is you think there's all these features a customer needs to get the result, but in reality, they only care about one thing, and that's actually just making their life simpler, making it easier, solving the problem quicker, faster, less resistant, saving time, money, energy, etc. So I almost made this mistake, and I just want to share with you how I avoided it based on some kind of key feedback here I got on the product. So my initial demo, extremely good feedback. People wanted to implement this. To me, from my research, this is like really, excellent feedback to have at this early into the process. We've been building about 6 weeks now. But I met with a product manager, somebody who designs, manages products, software products specifically for a living. And the feedback that I got was, you don't have an MVP. This is not an MVP. This is a full software product. And that's great. It's a vision, right? We have the experience now and kind of North Star as far as what to build towards. But the reason I overbuilt is just simple. Your ego wants to impress. Your ego wants to build something cool. And you have this fear, this underlying fear of, hey, what you built is not going to be enough. Customers won't care. And the perfectionism, right? This is, confusing complete with valuable. So you're following essentially like a hype, right? You want the software to look hypey. It looks really clean, good, has all these fancy things. But instead, you should be focusing on just really, really clear pain point solving for the customer. And there's some big costs to overbuilding that I didn't even know about. So, I mean, it's logical now. It's like almost like duh, but you just don't know what you don't know. And that's one of the key things here and why I feel like documenting these videos to myself and anyone who's watching is valuable. But cost of overbuilding, one, delaying your speed to the market. Speed's so important in business. Potential burning cash and resources before validation, confusing your customers, slower adoption, more features at launch equal more bugs, more headaches, more people just not wanting to use the product. And those are like, nails in the coffin for a new business and very hard to recover from. So we narrowed down the scope big time. We're working on that now. That's the big thing. Building the MVP. It should be done here, by the time of shooting this video, hopefully in the next 48 hours, maybe a little longer. Stuff always takes a little longer than you expect. But then we move into the actual MVP building, the building of the actual software, which is to be determined on exactly how that's going to happen yet. We're going to get it done no matter what, but I'm not 100% sure on how just yet. There's a few ways, which in maybe the next couple of videos, I'll walk you through my approach, my mindset of how we're going to build this while reducing risk as much as possible, but still having the product we need. So the fastest way to fail in a software business is to way overbuild from the get-go. Fastest way to win is solve that key pain point better than anyone else. Get that locked in, get that nailed in. And more importantly, better than what they're currently doing. That's the number one thing, because if that's not there, if they look at it and we're like, well, this seems like a little more work, or this isn't like a clear-cut advantage over what they're already doing, won't work. You got to go back to the drawing board. Until next time, guys, I will see you next video. Make sure to subscribe.